So it's been a while since I switched smartphones, and it's kind of my job. It's kind of what I have to do here on the channel. I got to try out as much stuff as possible. Which smartphones are worth your time, your money? The last time I switched, it was to a not very current device, or at least not a recently released device. I switched back over to the Galaxy Note 9. I got some feedback from people. I got a few messages that there was a problem with the camera unit on the Note 9. So I wanted to go investigate, and I thought, what better way than just inserting my SIM card to see if I could encounter the problem that people were describing to me. I did not have that issue. I've used this camera unit now for, God, it's probably been like a month. I have not encountered that issue, not even once. In fact, I should just tell you before I get on with switching to the next device that my experience with the Note 9 was great. I even started to use the pen a little bit, this little guy right here. In the past, I wasn't too pumped up about it. I was kind of like, I don't know. This time around, I really wanted to make an effort to use it in certain circumstances, and I actually enjoyed it. The battery life on the device was awesome. I utilized the wireless charging all the time. The camera, a great performer, a fine performer. I started to use Samsung Pay a little bit. It can simulate the mag stripe, so you can tap it even on machines where vendors are like, that's not gonna work, and you're like, yes it is. I even used the headphone jack at a couple of different occasions. It's a worthy flagship device. Of course, still has the dedicated Bixby button, and Bixby launching just randomly sometimes. That's not something I want. As you can see, I have configured the entire interface here through Nova Launcher, but I can't sit on this phone forever. I need to experiment with the other stuff that's out there, and somehow, some way, the one device that slipped through the cracks because of these extended scenarios in which I've been using other devices is this one right here. This is the latest OnePlus, which I just grabbed, cracked it out of the package. This, of course, is the special McLaren version with the crazy fast recharge, but it does come at a cost. I'm giving up wireless charging. Come on, OnePlus, let's do it. Let's just throw it in. If you look at the back, you can see the subtle carbon fiber look underneath the glass back, and then, of course, the orange accent around the bottom. I figured if I was gonna switch to the OnePlus 6T, why not just do the McLaren version since I had it? The thing about these devices is that the software is modified by the vendor, of course OnePlus, but generally in a manner which is more acceptable to me, to my taste buds. The modifications that they make typically improve my user experience instead of detracting from it, and that's a rarity in the smartphone space. Generally speaking, I just want stock Android like you would get on the Pixel devices, but if I can't have that, this one here, what OnePlus is doing is kind of my next choice. Of course, I'm always curious about the camera unit. This model does not have a fingerprint scanner on the back, so it'll be face unlock or the front fingerprint scanner under the display. That'll be a bit of an adjustment. Also, very quick face unlock previously. Not the most secure in the industry, but rapid, very quick. So maybe I'll go back to using that a little bit, or at least testing it out. Is this still considered a budget device? I guess it depends on where you're located. This is the more expensive special edition. OnePlus has been incredibly popular in certain markets like India. I wanna see how this thing stacks up immediately after having used one of the more expensive devices in the world, of course. This guy right here. Willie Doo found the Note 9 for 800 bucks on Amazon, unlocked. And what about a regular 6T? $549. Okay, so a fairly substantial difference. It is time for the experiment to begin. 1. Okay, there it is, it's official. You see that, Jack? The SIM card's in there. What do you think? If you could switch to any smartphone right now, which one would it be and why? Leave a comment down below. I'm curious. Of course, the switches don't stop here. I'm gonna use this one for a bit and we'll see what's next.